What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Marvel Pictures, and spare me for a few seconds as there are amazing Marvel collections down in the description. If you're a huge Marvel fan like me, then go check out. And with the SDCC coming, and I know you guys are huge Marvel fans and you love to wear Marvel t-shirts and collect all collections of the Marvels, go down to the description before it's too late and don't miss it. We have some exciting news that might leave certain fans a bit perplexed, but for the most part they will be thrilled. At the conclusion of Guardians of Galaxy Volume 3, following all the post-credit scenes, there was a message displayed as seen in some Marvel movies indicating the return of Leon Star-Lord. Surprisingly, this statement holds true not only for Star-Lord's fan but for the comeback of legendary Star-Lord himself. This revelation appears to be quite deliberate, as James Gunn in a recent commentary for Guardians of Galaxy Volume 3 revealed that the crisp-as Star-Lord will have his own standalone film, distinct from other Guardians of the Galaxy installment. The possible title for this solo film could be The Legendary Star-Lord, as specifically mentioned by James Gunn in the commentary. In addition to confirming the Star-Lord's journey is far from over, James Gunn provided some insights into the potential plot of this solo film, expressing his words in a manner that suggests it is already a confirmed project being developed by Marvel Studios. It's quite likely that a solo film featuring Star-Lord could arrive sooner than anticipated. James Gunn's teaser announcement raises several inquiries. For instance, could he possibly direct this film even though he is currently associated with DC? Furthermore, where can we expect the release of this movie? Will it be a part of Multiverse Saga with Star-Lord playing a significant role, or will it be slated for Phase 7 or beyond? We will delve into all of these questions in the following discussions as we go into the video. Now let's delve into the details of James Gunn shared in his commentary. As previously mentioned, this commentary can be found in the digital release of Guardians of Galaxy Volume 3. During the commentary, James Gunn discusses the return of Star-Lord, and here's what he had to say. He said, "But not quite over. We always want to give somebody a little something special, and Chris and I have forever talked about how great it would be to do a legendary Star-Lord movie. A story where Star-Lord finds himself on Earth trying to adapt to the Earth's environment, much like someone else tried to adapt to the alien environment of outer space. He becomes a fish out of water, but in rather ordinary environment, so I can't wait to see it." The intriguing part about this commentary in the last sentence uttered by James Gunn by saying, "I can't wait to see it," he seemingly confirms that the movie is not just mere conversation or hope for future, but rather a project that has already been confirmed. James Gunn's statement indicates that it's happening, and he expressed his excitement to witness it unfold. Furthermore, he shared a glimpse of the plot they have established, focusing on Star-Lord's struggle to adapt on Earth to life, which could be a significant challenge for him. Earth, unlike the other places he has visited, is not technologically advanced, and it primarily consists of humans and presently Skrulls, although unaware of to most. In the contrast, the other locations he has been to feature diverse alien races, with many species mastering intergalactical travel, much like the Guardians' use of hex portals. Star-Lord's adjustment to human life could prove to be quite demanding. However, considering that he was abducted as a child, and returning to Earth may also offer him a sense of happiness. As we saw at the end of Guardians of Galaxy Volume 3, this is precisely what was set up. Star-Lord's return to Earth, he reunited with his grandfather, and in the post-credit scenes, they were shown having breakfast together. A newspaper on the table hinted to Kevin Bacon's induction, directly referring the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. Could there be Easter egg with Kevin Bacon included in solo film of a Star-Lord? Could he play an important role? We will know soon. So everything has been set up. Star-Lord is now on Earth, having informed the Guardians that he is taking a break or may not be returning at all. He embarks on a journey to figure out his life in his new setting. The only question that remains is whether James Gunn will write and direct this film. From the way he speaks about it, it seems likely he will. However, it's worth noting that James Gunn is currently the co-CEO of DC Studios, overseeing the entire new DC universe, including projects like Batman and the Penguin series. He has a lot on his plate. Some DC and Marvel fans expressed their concerns when he continued to work on Guardians of Galaxy Volume 3 while taking on a new role. James Gunn has a history of not being overly concerned with the backlash and is known to call out people on internet for their behavior. He mentioned that he and Chris Pratt have long discussed the idea of a legendary Star-Lord movie, indicating that they have talked about it together. This suggests that James Gunn could be involved in writing and directing the film alongside Chris Pratt in reprising his role as Star-Lord and potentially contributing to the scripting. However, when James Gunn says, "So I can't wait to see it," in his last sentence, it implies that he may not be directly involved. He seems to be expressing his anticipation for Marvel Studios to take the reins and bring the movie to life. Given James Gunn's current commitments at DC, it's reasonable to assume that he won't write or direct this film, although it would be great if he did. He's currently occupied with building and saving an entire superhero universe, which is understandable. However, it is evident that Chris Pratt is willing to return as Star-Lord, as indicated by the statement that the legendary Star-Lord will return. Initially, Chris Pratt believed that he would make another appearance in Avengers film, possibly in the Kang Dynasty or Avengers Secret Wars storyline. As for the release timing of solo film, based on what we know about Phase 5 and Phase 6, it doesn't seem like there is room for standalone Star-Lord film. Additionally, this film appears to be a new beginning and a fresh start, which aligns more with Phase 7 and beyond. After the events of Secret Wars, the Marvel Cinematic Universe will undergo changes, with characters and universes recovering. It would be an ideal time for Star-Lord to embark on a new chapter. Furthermore, considering the potential celestial powers, which are still somewhat unclear, as Ego referred to himself as a celestial but didn't resemble the other celestials introduced in Eternals. Star-Lord could play an intriguing role in the story of Eternals and the Celestials, given that the Celestials and Eternals will likely make a return. If Star-Lord hears the terms Celestials, he would undoubtedly trigger memories of his Celestial father and his own Celestial lineage. Even if his powers were seemingly removed, it's likely that his power will resurface at some point, which could be a significant aspect of Star-Lord's upcoming movie. With James Gunn's final sentence, "So I can't wait to see it," strongly suggests that the movie is locked in and that he's excited to witness Marvel Studio execution of it. If James Gunn and Chris Pratt have been doing this discussion as giving this idea since the first Guardians of Galaxy film, it feels to assume that they have pitched it to Kevin Feige, and it sounds like a project he would be eager to give a green light. Hence, it appears that this movie is indeed in the works and will be released at some point in the future. Feel free to share your thoughts and what would you like to see in a solo Star-Lord film and speculations on its potential storyline. Also, remember to give me a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel, and also follow me on Instagram, The Marvel Pictures. And until then, see you guys in the next one.